Hey guys, it's Waffle Inc. here to give my review on Suicide Squad. So I saw the movie and I thought it was pretty good. I mean, the action was incredible. I love the characters, personality, and all. The story was a bit lacking, but I was entertained overall. Like I was never bored. So I highly recommend seeing this movie if you like comic book movies or action movies in general. I say check it out. Now, since this movie focused on Task Force X, or as Deadshot described it as some kind of Suicide Squad, I want to rank each member from my least favorite to my favorite. Just keep in mind this list is my own opinion. Yours is different, and let me know in the comments so we can talk about it. Okay, so at the bottom of the list, I mean, everyone knows that Slipknot was the worst member. He was taken out pretty quickly. He really didn't do anything other than be an example of what happens when you try to run away. I mean, seeing the trailers, I kind of guessed this was going to happen in the movie, and that's exactly what happened. Next up is Captain Boomerang. Although he had some really funny moments in the movie, I enjoyed what I saw of him in the movie and all, but I feel like he really didn't do much of anything. I was expecting some kind of cool ass scene of him tossing his boomerangs around, hitting several targets, kind of how Xena used to do, but it just didn't happen. So, yeah, definitely didn't get much of Captain Boomerang. Next is Killer Croc. Again, he had some funny lines, but he really didn't do anything in the movie. His makeup effects was awesome. Hopefully, if they ever do a sequel with these characters, we can get more information out of them, like more backstory, have them more involved in the actual plot than just being there. Katana, we got a brief explanation of her backstory, but that was about it. I felt like Katana never really had her time to shine, even though she was pretty much part of the team, but she wasn't forced to. Like she was doing it out of her own will. I would like to know why she actually joined uh, the Suicide Squad, but never actually tell you that. Again, hopefully in a sequel we'll get her more involved in the actual plot than just being there. Enchantress, although she's the main antagonist of the story, she's technically a member of the Suicide Squad before she went rogue. The effects they used on her powers were well done. She looked creepy as fuck. She seemed to have stole her world domination plans from Apocalypse, destroying mankind's weapons, leaving us defenseless so they can take over the world. The villain plot in this movie was pretty meh anyway, so. Next is Rick Flag. As a soldier being forced to be the leading this group of criminals. I thought he was pretty cool, like Joe Kinnaman from RoboCop. I kind of liked that movie, even though a lot of people didn't. And it was good to see him in another action movie like this. The Rick Flag character was done really well. I mean, he had heart. He wasn't like a complete asshole. He actually cared about some of the characters near the end of the movie, and that was good to see. Like him not being such a dick. I liked how he actually, destroyed his little controller near the end of the movie, saying like, "Hey guys, I'm gonna do this on my own. Thanks for helping me this far anyway." But the team kind of helped him out anyway, showing that he was like a pretty good guy, trying to save his girlfriend and all. Next is Deadshot. I was pretty surprised by this. I thought Will Smith was going to be too Will Smith and be very annoying, but he was Will Smith playing Deadshot, and it didn't annoy me as much. That one scene where he like shot up those group of monsters like all by himself on top of that car was pretty awesome. So I like Deadshot. Now Harley Quinn's next up. Man, I was kind of worried about her being in this movie, like how they would portray Harley Quinn in live action, but they pretty much did a fantastic job with her. Her attitude, her sense of humor, her craziness, and her relationship with the Joker. It was how I remembered it from the 90s cartoons and how the Arkham games did it. So they did a really good job with Harley Quinn. And my favorite member from the Suicide Squad in this movie was, without a doubt, El Diablo. He was awesome. I had a feeling about El Diablo from those trailers. He just looked like he was going to do something pretty cool. He never really wanted to fight. He kind of reminded me of the Hawk, how like he was the strongest guy on the team, but really didn't want to get involved. He had a character arc. He was trying to redeem himself, and like when he transformed at the end, it was pretty much awesome. He actually sacrificed himself for the team in the end. Kind of sad to see him go, but I really like what they did with El Diablo, and oh man, it's so good. And that's pretty much my ranking of my the Suicide Squad members from least favorite to best, in my opinion, of course. And I know some people are asking like, "Hey, what about the Joker?" Well, Joker wasn't a member of the Suicide Squad, and I'll probably talk about him in another video. I don't know. So, hope you guys enjoyed watching the movie. Hope you guys liked the movie. Tell me what you think about the movie in the comments so we could talk about it. And I'll catch you guys in another video. All right.